Hey there, everybody. I wish I could say welcome back to the shop, but today we are broadcasting from Mission Control because it's just too dang cold to be out in the shop right now. I am going to go over my list of 10 great gifts in the hand tool category. These gifts are coming from 4 different retailers. I've got, of course, the big two, Home Depot and Lowe's, but also I'm going to include Harbor Freight and Ace Hardware. If you guys don't know, pretty much every Ace Hardware, as far as I know, is a franchise. They're locally owned, usually by a family, and you get the best customer service you've ever gotten in a hardware store at your local Ace Hardware. I go to 3 different ones around here, and I'm never disappointed. Not that I don't like the other stores, but when it comes to service, you can't beat Ace Hardware. So I'm going to jump into it. I'm going to need to rearrange the screen here so you guys can see some stuff. Let me make myself a tad bit smaller. And here we go. The first one comes from Home Depot. It is the Fastback multi-tool. It's the 6-in-1 folding utility knife, actually. It comes with a general purpose blade, and this is a 2-pack, so you get 2 for $19.97. These normally sell for $22 a piece, so you're getting more than half price, and you get 2 of them, so you've got one for your pocket and one for the truck or the toolbox, or one for a friend, either way. But it's a great little tool. You've got the knife, you've got the bit holder. It can hold any 1/4-inch bit. It comes with the number 2 Phillips, but you can put a flat blade, a Torx bit, whatever you need, whatever is most common for you. When it's closed, I don't know if you can see, but right here, that's a bottle opener. So 5 o'clock rolls around, it's time to pop a cold one. There you go. You're ready to go. It also holds an extra blade in the handle, stored an extra blade, so you'll never be caught with a dull blade. It's got a pocket clip. Great little knife. I carry the regular one, just the flipper, but I have these on order, and as soon as I get it, it is going to become my everyday carry because I really like the features. And at this price, you can't turn it down. Our next item comes from Ace Hardware. Remember, Ace is the place with the helpful hardware folks. This is the Milwaukee 10 screwdriver set. It goes from the stubbies up here. You've got stubby slotted, stubby Phillips. You've got the 2 square bits, the number 1 and the number 2 square bit. You've got a long slotted. You've got a medium slotted. You've got a long large slotted. Then you've got the 1, 2, and 3 Phillips. So it's, if you need to look at it, it's right there. Actually, it's the 1 and the 2 Phillips. The 2 is in a 4-inch, and there's another 2 and a 6-inch. So that's quite an array of screwdrivers. Comes in a blister pack, so it's easy to wrap. If you've got a handyman or handywoman who their screwdrivers are getting a little long in the tooth, this is a good set to replace that with. All right, so if you'd like to see a review of these, check out my video on Milwaukee screwdrivers where I go over not only this set, but I also go over their USA made set as well as the set that's kind of in between those two. I'll put a link to that video in here. My next one, back to Milwaukee again. This is the 9-inch lineman's pliers with fish tape puller and the dipped grip. That's the rubberized grip here. These are from their new Made in USA line of hand tools. Currently, they have the screwdrivers, which you can see in that video that I did a review of. They also have the lineman's pliers, and they have some needle nose pliers. I chose the lineman's pliers because I just think these are a good general plier if you need to cut wire or pull a fish tape. It also has an auger for reaming out conduit. It's got a hole in the handle over here that you can use to attach a lanyard, so if you're working up on a pole or in a bucket and you drop it, it's not going to go anywhere. So that is a great tool and made in the USA. Milwaukee says they are going to be making more hand tools in the USA to include Ratchet, so be on the lookout for that. Maybe one day we'll be able to buy made in the USA sockets and ratchets from Milwaukee. They've only been in the hand tool business for 15 years. You know, they were in electric, but now they're coming on strong in the hand tool, especially in the electric sector. Let's jump over to Harbor Freight. The Icon 24-ounce ball peen dead blow hammer. This is a great hammer. As you can see, they compare it to the Snap-on HBB D24 at $137.50. A hammer's a hammer, guys. I don't know why you would go pay $137 for a hammer when you can get one for 45 bucks. It is a dead blow hammer, so all of the energy actually goes into whatever it is you're striking. It doesn't bounce around. It is a great one. They sell them in multiple sizes. I chose the 24 ounce because it's a good general purpose hammer. But if you need a bigger one, you get the 32 ounce. That one runs 54. The 40 ounce goes for 65. But my top 10 hand tool list for Christmas 2025 is going to be the 24 ounce Icon ball peen dead blow hammer. Now we head back to Big Orange at the Home Depot. The Blaze 100-foot laser measure and copper top alkaline AAA batteries, the 10 pack. So everyone hates batteries not included. Well, when you're going to buy somebody an electronic tool, even an electric, I know these are hand tools because you hold this in your hand, so I'm just going to call this one of the hand tools, but it does use batteries. It is great for figuring out how much flooring you're going to need. You can measure rooms from wall to wall. Let me get a good close-up on it. Where was that photo? If you notice right down here at the bottom, this little measurement here, or this little icon, shows you that it's measuring from the back of the unit. So what you do is you put this unit up against the wall, the back side flat against the wall. You push that button, wherever that laser hits, that's where it's measuring to. So you can measure your bedroom, your living room, your dining room. If you need new flooring, you need to calculate how much paint you need. You don't have to pull out the tape measure. It is a great little unit for that. So for $51, the bundle saves you 20 bucks. Normally this laser, you don't get a break on the batteries really, but normally the laser is $59.97. Currently it's on sale for $20 off, so it's a special buy. But it is a great unit. I spent the last 25 years of my life inspecting houses for various things, and the ability to measure a room using a laser over a tape measure, it makes you, I would say, 2 if not 3 times more productive. So if you have somebody that needs to do some measuring, go out and get them that Blaze laser measurer by Bosch over at Home Depot. Sticking with Home Depot, another great tool if you've got somebody that's just starting out in mechanics or in the trades. This is a great set, and those are the comes with 10 of each. You've got in the SAE 1/4 all the way up to 3/4. In metric, you've got 6 to 18. They skip the 7 and the 9, but everything else is in there. The all-important 10 millimeter. That's the one you're going to need to take off your batteries on your cars, that kind of stuff. That's the one that gets lost all the time. That's the joke, but it's not. It's a joke for a reason. So normally these are 90 bucks for this set. Currently, they're on sale for $64.99 at Home Depot. It doesn't say when that sale expires, but you probably want to get there this week. Moving along, we're going to go back to Harbor Freight. If you watched my video, Franken Ratchet, Snap-on versus Icon, I took one of these ratchets, this exact ratchet, the Icon G2 3/8 inch drive, 14-inch long locking flex ratchet with comfort grip. I prefer the comfort grip. I've got soft hands and I like to keep them that way. The locking flex head is a great feature, and at 14 inches you get a really, really great torque when you're moving any kind of fastener. And I watched that Franken Ratchet video. I put the Snap-on internals in it just for fun. They do fit. I find it quite humorous that Icon is just out there replicating Snap-on for a third of the price. If you look up here, for 70 bucks, Snap-on, a similar is $200. So it's a heck of a deal. Every now and then you'll be able to find them on sale for 40% off. They do that every 3 or 4 months. The most recent one was, I think, ended last week, so you're out of luck there. But still, at 70 bucks, this is a heck of a ratchet. So if you got a mechanic in the family, they're going to love you for this. Speaking of mechanics, the 262-piece Craftsman metric standard SAE mechanics tool set with hard case. I have a video coming up. I've shot it. I need to do a few pickup shots and some editing, but I do a review of my 20-year-old version of this. Mine was a 263 piece. I haven't looked at it item for item to figure out where the difference is, but to be honest with you, if you see a 262 piece set, it's really about 150, 160 piece useful set, because when you look at what it actually comes with, you get 3 ratchets. These are the low profile 72 tooth ratchet. That other one, that Harbor Freight G2 ratchet I showed you, was an 80 tooth. I like between 72 and 90. Milwaukee makes a 90. Husky, I think, has a 90 or a 72, somewhere in there. So does Cobalt. But the 72 to 90, I think, is the butter zone when it comes to ratchets. Now, you can get 120, 180 tooth, which I will be talking about in my future videos. They're great, but they're kind of a sports car. But when you need a utility ratchet, one that gets around town and gets the job done, the 72 to 90 is that zone you want to be in, and that's where these ratchets come in. So you get 3 ratchets, quarter, 3/8, and half inch. You get 55 standard sockets, 37 deep sockets. Here's where the fluff comes in. You get 28 long arm hex keys, 24 combination wrenches. That's not too bad. 16 short arm hex keys. So what is that? That's 44 hex keys. So you can take that out of the 262. You get 24 bit sockets. That's not too bad. That's these over here where they have, it looks like Torx, Allens, all kinds of bit sockets. Those are fairly useful. I'll consider those real, not fluff. You get 2 spark plug sockets. You're doing a tune-up. You're working on the engine, on your car, your truck, your motorcycle, lawnmower. You can use those spark plug sockets. You get 2 adapters. I believe those are these down here. They'll take the 3/8 inch down to a quarter, and they'll take I believe they have the one that takes the half inch down to 3/8 in case you need that. You get 1 bit driver. That's the spinner handle here. I honestly don't really have a big use for those. And then 66 specialty bits. That's another 66. So what did I say? You had the 28, 16, that's 30, 44, and 66. That's 110. So really this 262 comes down to 150 real quick, but it's 150 pieces that you're really going to use. All this other stuff is just, fluff to pack up the numbers. But it's a great set. It comes in a 3-drawer case with a handle on top. You can carry it around, but the cool part is these drawers slide out. You can carry them to the work. If all you need are 3/8 sockets, you can pull out the 3/8 drawer, take it to where you need it, and you're good to go. You don't have to take the whole set with you. So that's what I do, and I'll show you that on my upcoming video, which should be out this weekend. That one's the 263 USA made socket set by Craftsman. This is the 262 Taiwanese made. It's the new Craftsman. They still claim to have that lifetime warranty. Yeah, check it out. If you've got a budding young mechanic or a new homeowner that needs a set of tools for $129, you cannot beat this set. I think this right here is going to be the deal of the year when it comes to hand tools. Moving on, if you've got a handyman with a shop, a garage, a shed that has a workbench in it, they need a vise. If they don't have a vise, this $139 vise from Ace Hardware made by Irwin is the one for them. I own this vise. It's the one I use every time I'm in the shop. You may have seen it in some of my videos. If you're looking at my workbench from the front, it's all the way on the left. It mounts. It has 4 holes in it to mount it. And it also swivels 360 degrees. If you just loosen it up right here, you can turn it in any direction. If you notice down here, it has pipe jaws, and it also has straight jaws up here at the top. It also has an anvil feature. If you need to do a little bit of hammering and you need something, a hard metal surface to hammer against, that'll work right there. So for $140, this is a great little vise. And last but not least, if you've got a heavy-duty I should say, an experienced mechanic in your family, somebody not necessarily a professional, but someone that does their own brake jobs, their own oil changes. I've used this exact set to replace the wheel bearing in my truck. It is a great little set. It comes with 1/4 and 3/8. It comes in the Packout system case, just snaps right on top of the Packout. Even if you're not using the Packout system, it's a great case to carry around. This is my go-to ratchet set. If I've got work to do on one of the trucks, I walk out to the shop, I pick this one up, and I carry it out to the truck. And it gets used all the time. I'd say, once a week. You're doing an oil change, a brake job, replacing a battery, something like, if you have to replace headlights, you need to remove fasteners. This is a great little set. It's a 106-piece set. It's not that 262 piece, but remember, this has no fluff. This is nothing but sockets, ratchets, and extensions. It comes with a 3/8 and a 1/4 inch universal joint. You get 47 deep well sockets, 50 regular sockets. I'm sorry, it only has the 3/8 universal, but it has the extensions for the 3/8, the 6-inch and the 3-inch, and the, let me see if I can find that photo. The trays come out. So you can pull these trays out. You can put them in your toolbox. So if you want to organize your toolbox in the shop, it's a great system. And you can pull them back out, pop them back in that carrying case, and take them to the site with you wherever you need it. So it does double duty as a master toolbox set as well as a portable set. So that is my top 10 hand tool gift items for the last minute shopper. Here we are 2 weeks before Christmas 2025. Tomorrow I will have my top 10 power tools, and later on in the week I will have my top 10 stocking stuffers, and I'm going to try to limit it to $30 or less. Let's see if I can do that. But I thank you guys for joining me today, and I hope, whoa, there we go. I hope to see you again tomorrow. Maybe I'll get back in the shop this weekend. I'm off on Friday, and maybe I can finish up that Craftsman tool set video. So looking forward to it. Till I see you guys again, ramble on. Oh, wait, don't forget to subscribe. There's the point. Don't forget to subscribe, like, comment. I want to hear what you have to say. Merry Christmas. Ramble on.